Now available for the first time in paperback. Stop Sippin'. Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. Learn what mistakes not to make with women in the dating scene with Stop Simping. Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. Available in paperback and online booksellers today. Yesterday, I was reading through the comments section on my video, The Bachelorette Plays a Super DeMario Brother, and I was reading some of these comments from these Afro-American Negro women, and the comments that they left were pretty much ridiculous. I listened to some of the comments that they were leaving on these Bachelorette videos, and one of them in particular was laughable. Now, according to these Afro-American Negro women, the Afro-American Negro men on this Bachelorette show need to step up their game. And I listened to that comment and I shook my head. How much further do these guys need to step up their game? I mean, these are supposed to be the cream of the crop brothers, the elite brothers, the top of the line brothers, the educated, successful, professional black men. The black men that many black women say that they covet and that they want to have relationships with. And your Bachelorette pretty much has her choice of these guys. And the whole idea that they have to step up their game is a ridiculous concept, especially when you consider the man that she pretty much eliminated in the first episode. Now, this man in the first episode was a prosecutor, he was making six figures, and he was wearing a $6,000 Brioni suit. And she decides that this black man just wasn't good enough for her. So how much further does this top-of-the-line brother have to step up his game? I mean, the white guys on this show don't have to step up their game. One of them was wearing a penguin costume. Another is coming in there in a t-shirt and shorts. And no talk of them stepping up their game. They're pretty much told they're okay as they are. But these black men who are top of the line, the most educated, the most professional, the most successful, these guys are told they have to step up their game. And I listen to that argument and I just see how ridiculous it is, because it clearly shows me the double standard your Afro-American Negro woman has as it relates to black men and how it relates to white men. White men can pretty much be of the lowest standard, but they can be pretty much considered not having to step up their game because they're the right skin tone. Black men can have all the degrees, the big job, and make all this money, and it's still not good enough for this Afro-American Negro woman because he is the wrong skin tone, and because she is spellbound, and because she deifies and worships this white man. That's why I always say, no chance, that's what these Negroes got. Because this Afro-American Negro woman, when you give her a choice between a black man and her white god, she's going to choose her white god. And she pretty much chose her white god within the first 5 seconds of looking at her god. And this is something that your Afro-American Negro male just doesn't understand about relationships. Most women, when they talk this whole step up your game thing, they're pretty much predators, because any regular woman knows that she is either interested in a man for a romantic or a sexual relationship within the first 5 seconds of looking at him. So she knows what direction she wants to go in with that man within looking at him within 5 seconds of looking at him. So all this whole talk of stepping up your game, that's just a whole bunch of crap when you think about it. Because no man needs to pretty much step up his game when a female is really interested in him. She's going to make every effort to pretty much show that man cooperation after that 5 seconds of looking at him, and pretty much try to show him as much respect to maintain that relationship with that man within the first 5 seconds of looking at him. So she knows who she wants within that 5 seconds. And all the efforts that you're going to try to make to try to impress her are a waste of time. And this is what most of these Afro-American Negro males on this show don't understand. She's not impressed by your degrees. She's not impressed by your job. She's not impressed by your designer suits. She could care less about all those things, because when she is in the presence of this white man that she deifies, all he needs to have is the right skin tone. And she knew from seeing those white guys within 5 seconds of looking at them that she wanted to have a relationship with only those white guys. That's why I say that these Afro American Negro males on this show are jobbers. They're pretty much being set up to take a fall and to pretty much be made a complete fool out of. These guys are sitting there thinking that they can impress this female when pretty much the impression was already made up in her mind within the first 5 seconds of seeing all those white guys in that room. Her mind was pretty much made up who she wanted to choose to have that relationship with. And that was what the really sad thing about this Bachelorette show is that it's pretty much a fixed show. It's a setup, and it's made to present an image that will pretty much embarrass the and tarnish the image of these Afro American Negro men. It makes the black man look like he is less than, and it makes the black man look like he is not good enough, even though this image of black manhood is perfectly fine. These are supposed to be, again, the cream of the crop brothers, the top of the line brothers, the most educated black men and most successful black men. And as I see it, these guys, again, as I've said before in previous videos, are wasting their time. If these men had any sort of self-worth, self-esteem, or value of self, they wouldn't be on this show, because they would understand their value as men, and they would understand that, again, if a female is interested in you, she knows within 5 seconds of looking at you, and she's going to go be with the man she wants to be with. There is no need to try to impress her. And when females tell you that they want you to step up their game, quote unquote, they really want you to go away. Or the more predatory ones want to use that to see if they can crap test you, so that you will try to make more efforts to give them things, and they can pick your pockets through tricking, because that's what they see you as, pretty much a trick, and they're trying to get you to give them stuff. Because the whole thing with a predatory female is that they want to turn a simp into a trick. And when you hear females talk about they want you to step up their game, they basically see you as a simp, and they want to turn you into a trick. And that's what that's what those females do when they say things like, you need to step up your game. You don't need to step up your game. If what you are presenting is not good enough for that female, you need to charge that female to the game and keep it moving. That's what a smart man does. He says, pretty much, if what I have to offer is not good enough, I am not going to step up my game. I'm just going to step away from you, charge you to the game, and keep it moving, and deal with the females who are interested in what I have to offer. And that's the lesson that a lot of guys aren't going to learn watching this Bachelorette show. That these guys do not see their own value, they do not see their own worth, and that's even with them being these top of the line, cream of the crop, highly educated, highly intelligent, highly successful black men. That these black men do not see their own value enough to say, I don't need to be on this show. If I am this successful, I can have my pick of females, especially on a planet where females outnumber males 4-1. So if I'm a top shelf, cream of the crop brother, all I have to do is just go someplace and be myself, and women will pretty much be interested in me. That's all a guy has to do if he has confidence. The women will come to you. You don't have to go to them begging and pleading, and you don't have to step up your game to a female. She has to show you what she brings to the table, because she is supposed to be the helpmeet, she is supposed to be the support, and she is supposed to show you how she is going to follow your lead and be a part of your household and pretty much be a part of your family. If this is what she has, if she's telling you to step up your game, again, you just need to step away, because that female is not showing you what she's bringing to the table. She's showing you that what she wants to do is take from you and not give anything in return. And that's one of the lessons I learned watching this whole Bachelorette farce, is that many of these guys, again, just don't understand their role as men. They don't understand their value as men. They don't understand their worth as men, and they're selling themselves short by being on this show, trying to win the approval and get the attention of a female who pretty much knew within the first 5 seconds of looking at that white god that she deifies who she wanted to be with, who she wanted to be involved with. And all of the efforts that these guys are making are just an exercise in futility. If you want to learn what mistakes not to make with women in the dating scene, you need to pick up my paperback and ebook, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. And you can do that by clicking the links in the description box that'll take you to Amazon.com. And if you like the content on this channel, you can donate to my Patreon or my PayPal by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.